Hi everyone, my name is Jemison and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing Spider World. This is the package it came in. This is it, the whole thing. So my mother got this because obviously I own a tarantula, I have catched wild bugs before, I've done all these things. You can probably see my channel, it's got loads of tarantula videos and stuff like that, but I've definitely captured wild spiders before, and I even have one at my current time. So this is something that I got for Christmas, obviously, and I wanted to give it a review because I wasn't sure. I've never had anything like this before, so I've had stuff like this for butterflies, but nothing like for a tarantula or bugs or, well, not exactly a bug, but an animal. So we're gonna open it up. I haven't figured out a way to open this though. Open this up if I can. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's taped. No wonder. Got tape on it. Yeah, we're gonna open this up and see what it looks like inside. See what you get. My mother thought it would be a great idea to get me a really cheap version of this, because I was thinking of getting a new enclosure for my tarantula, who's a Brazilian black. And she wanted to get a really cheap version of an enclosure. So we're gonna see if this enclosure is even decent enough for a tarantula, just in case you can't afford a really big one that's very expensive. Once I open it up, oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's see what this looks like when you open it. Not bad, not bad. That's pretty presentable. Okay, you got like a little leaflet. And yeah, this is what I thought. On the box, you can clearly see that the enclosure is like very thin. Like it's not very wide. And so, you know, okay, it's in the package. It's got something inside of it, which looks like tongs, perhaps. So we're gonna open this up. Yeah, so not bad. That's actually a pretty decent lid, actually. It does come with, I think, air holes. These are maybe. Yeah, looks like air holes. Let's figure out what's in here. Here's something that comes inside of it. Okay, so move these away. Okay, so here we have some tweezers. Here we got a brush. A brush is technically used for a species, so you don't technically hurt it with, like, let's say you grab a stick, you could end up injuring it with a very sharp part of that stick, and so a brush just helps it be a lot more gentle. And then you got this container, which is probably a catch cup, which you use to catch your prey. Well, not exactly prey, but catch the animal you want to put in there, bug or anything like that. And it looks like a water dish as well. You get water dishes for your tarantulas and all that kind of stuff, just to put water in there so they're hydrated. But you can also just mist down their enclosures. I think it's a lot easier that way. You don't end up doing it too much. But definitely having a water dish is useful, because just in case they need some extra water or anything like that. So I get this out of here. Oh, looks like it also comes with one of these. Now this, I'm assuming, goes into the water dish, maybe? Is this even a water dish? What is this? Oh, this is not a water dish. This is a magnifying glass. Yeah. I didn't expect that, actually. That's interesting. And then I don't know what this is for, but you have it. Like I said, I got the brush here. This is the brush. It's not a bad brush. It's typically what you use for like painting and such. And then you got this, which I'm assuming is for the water. You suck up water and you put it back in. Yeah, it looks like that kind of thing. But yeah, this is the enclosure itself. You can see my computer in it. But like, this is the enclosure itself. It's good. It's decent, and I would definitely recommend putting like ants in here. It says spiders, but I wouldn't exactly recommend putting spiders in here unless they're a spider that typically has homes like caves and stuff like that. Then it's more used to the enclosure of the space like this. Because most things, you would technically put them in a wider area rather than a longer area. So I think this is really, really good for what it is. But portraying with spiders and stuff like that, like how it says here, it's got a picture of a spider on it, I don't think it's that ideal for a spider. But, I mean, it could definitely work. It's definitely something. And I'm not sure how much this costs actually. My mother bought it, but it seems to be good for what it is. So far, you got this. I don't know what this is for, and I have no idea. But you got the lid. The lid is something I really like because most enclosures are something like they have attachments where you have to like use a clip for it, and so that's kind of something I hate about enclosures. But this one actually has like a thing that you lift up, which is absolutely really good actually, to be honest. I really like that. So yeah, this is how it is. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good actually. I think if you dropped this, it wouldn't break. And that is something that's really, really good as well. Like, hella good. Because usually with something plastic, really cheap plastic, it breaks so easily when it touches the ground and it's just pathetic. But this seems to be actually really good. You got your catch cup here, which I'm assuming is a catch cup. It looks really good, to be honest. It definitely isn't something you can fit a tarantula in. You're going to be finding like small little bugs here and there, but this will definitely fit some spiders. There are obviously some spiders that are bigger than this, and obviously due to how big this is itself, if a spider is in a nook and cranny, you can't really get to it. So I think for what this is, it's pretty good. Again, you get a few tools with it. You get a whole manual here. Set up a spider-friendly home and see right inside of their fascinating home. I technically would not recommend putting spiders into this unless it's a spider that's used to being in nook and crannies, because it's not a wide enclosure. That's a fact. And usually having wide enclosures is a lot more better, because this not exactly ideal for being along how it is, but it is something that is decent enough. It does say how to catch the spiders. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of information here. Obviously, I won't be reading it all, but I think it is pretty cool. It is for spiders. This is whole labeled just for spiders, although you can probably put some ants in there and stuff like that. Just make sure you actually know what you're doing first with ants, because obviously ant colony is a lot more difficult than you think. You can't just grab a few ants and be like, yes, they'll start doing the thing. They won't. They need a queen. Same with bees. Bees need a queen to be able to keep going, and that's just how it goes. So yeah, so far I think this is pretty good, but for tarantula or spiders, depending upon the spider, perhaps, maybe. Tarantula, definitely not. I would never ever in my life put a tarantula in here, never. That's just, no. I would not put a tarantula in here. Then again, it does claim as spiders, though lots of people confuse tarantulas and spiders together. They think tarantulas are spiders, and that's just like, no. So I wouldn't recommend it for spiders, but I do think depending on the spider and depending on how they get well in it, then it's definitely possible to put the spider in there and just see how it goes. But again, it doesn't come with a water dish, so you're probably going to be confused on how to do that. But like I mentioned before, you can spray down the enclosure if you have a spray bottle, or maybe get a sponge and just dip it into some corners. I wouldn't leave a sponge in there though. I would just like grab a sponge, take it to the enclosure and squeeze the sponge. Make sure it's clean and neat and tidy. Like, do not let any other products get near that. It may infect the spider, and that's just not good at all. But yeah, you get all these good little things. You get microscope as well, which is really nice. So yeah, I think I would definitely give this a solid 7.3 maybe. It's something that it presents as for spiders, yet I probably wouldn't dare put a spider in there, but I think it is definitely useful for some spiders. If you want to house some spiders and you're a beginner and stuff like that, I think it's definitely useful. So yeah, that's just my review on this. If you have any opinions, questions, or anything like that, please do free to leave them down in the comments. I will probably make more videos like this in the future because obviously I want to make sure that people know what they're getting and make sure to see if it's actually worth it. But yeah, if you are looking for a really cheap enclosure for your tarantula or spider, I probably would recommend this, but not for tarantula. Definitely not for tarantula. Not for tarantula by any means. Spider, perhaps, not for tarantula. But if you're really looking for something for that, maybe you should get this. It's cheaper than most enclosures. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and if I haven't mentioned anything else in this video, then please do leave a comment down below. If this video has helped you in any sort of way on your opinions about this, let me know. I want to know if I did something with this video. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe to the video and leave a comment down below because I love hearing back from you guys. Anyhow, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!